Welcome back to Catholic Cooking, and today's guest is Danielle, Cartier.
Today we are going to make Protestant soup.
And as you see here, our nice lovely pot is the church.
It is filled with water and is the Catholic Church before the Reformation.
There you go. Okay, Danielle.
Our first ingredient will be a dash of becoming a monk. After the lightning storm,
Get in there, yeah. I haven't seen enough of more. Let's do a lot of becoming a monk. That should be enough becoming a monk.
Alright.
we're gonna stir that up real quick. Now you can see it hasn't changed really the water, just kind of added to it. Now we have indulgences. This is the sale of indulgences. And here you go, Kylie.
Thank you, Danielle. And here's a commercial break.
Can it feel great?
Not sure that's the way it works.
Yes.
Are you competing for cutest kid right now?
Yes.
And what place are you in?
Kindergarten?
That's adorable.
Anyway, referring back to what she said, the indulgences are what Martin Luther did not like. So, you know.
He thought it was not the Pope's authority to be able to give that out and should only be the teaching of the Bible. So we're going to dump the rest of that box in there, give it another stir. Now it's becoming
There's
more...
Protestant students all over the floor.
Now it's becoming more like soup and not necessarily just the water, as Martin Luther changes and adds things to this.
Kind of a little in there.
Next thing we have is a nice jug of the 95 Theses. This really shook
Or
up
reduced fat milk.
this shook up the church a lot and created a lot of controversy. So we'll just dump a whole gallon of 95 Theses in here. Oh, that looks delicious. We're gonna stir this.
Just put that in there.
After you let that soak for about 60 seconds, take it out of the pot. And now you can see that the murkiness, if you can see this, has created a much greater difference in the water. And now we have the University of
Wittenberg.
Wittenberg.
Nice.
This
place.
was a very helpful thing in increasing the popularity of Luther's ideas, and the students would go around and spread the word. So we're just going to dump the rest of that box in there.
Kylie? I made that! It is in there!
And then we have the printing press, a nice little can of printing press over here, which also helped in the expansion of his ideas. So we'll dump the rest of that in there. But also at the Diet of Worms, Charles V asked Luther to recant, and he decided he was not going to stick by his beliefs. So we have a nice can here of not recanting, and that will finish that off.
Kylie's gonna stir this up for me. Stir it. All right.
But we cannot forget the people who came before Luther. We have John Wycliffe and Jan Hus. And so we're just going to sprinkle that in there.
This looks delicious.
Last but not least, we have the burning of the papal bull. This really stirred up the church in that he denied the authority of the Pope.
You want a cup of that, maybe a little bit more,
Maybe
depending
just-
on your liking.
You add it to your liking. Let's get all of that goodness out of there. It's delicious. I love the burning of the papal bull.
So if you want a little bit more of that, just add it all in, really.
It's really good. I mean, just gonna make sure, put some more becoming a monk in there. Did you finish that?
And you know, you gotta get this in there.
Just for some more flavor. Just kind of stir it up and poke it around.
And then you're gonna want a lot of summer for a while.
Just
settled for 500 years.
A few moments later.
I'll get it nice and tender-like
You want the flavors to really soak into the
and
soup.
pop out when you eat it.
Now we're gonna take the cover off,
And bon appetit.
and your cover also doubles as a bowl. If you really want a good slice of this Protestant soup. And we're over here so you can really see what your Protestant soup is supposed to look like. Here we have the nice Kylie. And look at that Protestant soup. Just a mess of a
Beautifulness.
of a bunch of different ingredients.
And Danielle for coming on the Catholic cooking today.
Oh, it was my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, don't be expecting to come back anytime soon.
Alright.
And that is it on Catholic cooking. I'm gonna put a little music right here.
Catholic cooking.